What's up, trainers? Pokemaster Ryan here, back with another video. So, I know what you're thinking. I have not died, which is a shocker, considering I haven't posted a video in like maximum 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But yeah, we're back. And for this welcome back video, I decided to post a video about a potential team for the former protagonist Ash Ketchum. And what I mean is I will be making a list of Pokemon for his roster if he were continued as the main protagonist in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So, yeah, without further ado, let us make our way into this video. But before I begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and click on the notification bell if you want to have more content pop up in the future with my name on it. So, without further ado, let us begone. So, the obvious pick of the first Pokemon on this list is Pikachu, because Pikachu has been on every iteration of Ash's team since the very first episode of the Ash and Pikachu saga. So it just makes sense to put Pikachu on it. And um for the terrestrialized feature in Scarlet and Violet, I decided to give Pikachu the flying type Terra Crystal because of the Pokemon card in like the 90s of the Pikachu with balloons. So I will definitely love that. Or not, if not flying, then give Pikachu water because of the surfing Pikachu meme that's been going around for years. So that's just how it's gonna be. The first pick for Ash's new team is gonna start off with the final evolution of the fire type starter for Coco, which finally evolves into Skeldurge. And I chose Skeldurge because if I have to choose between Meowscarada, uh, I don't even remember the the water type final one's name, or Skeldurge, I'm going with the crocodile. Like, um, honestly, it's just too awesome in my opinion, and I would love to give it the move that it can learn, Torch Song, which is a move it can learn only after it evolves from Crocolore, and it's a Pokemon it's a move exclusive that only it can learn. So it makes it all the more awesome. Like Pikachu, when Volt Tackle was first introduced, Pikachu could only learn Volt Tackle, and uh, I would love to have Skeldurge use like different moves like Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, or even Overheat, and then obviously give it the Fire Terra Crystal. For the third Pokemon for this main list, I've decided to give Ash Low-Kicks, which is a regional bug type Pokemon that you can catch in like the early ones of the game in the game. But for Low-Kicks, I decided to give Ash it because it's pretty much a fan favorite choice for Ash's Paldean team at this on the internet right now. So I just figured it has to happen. There's no debating on that. But I think if Ash got Low-Kicks, it would have an awesome moveset. But I feel like it would get like the like fighting type moves and then mostly bug types. Like I'd like to have it have X Scissor, Axe Kick, Skitter Smack, and Lunge. Just because of its small build and size, it would be so fast. And I just think this Pokemon is definitely deserves all the hype that it got online. For the fourth Pokemon on this list, I decided to give Ash Arbalva, which is a new grass type that was introduced in the ninth generation. Uh, so so I feel like it's a great Pokemon for Ash to have. I'd give it the grass type Terra Crystal, and give it moves like Razor Leaf, Leaf Storm, Synthesis, and Energy Ball, or even just strong, awesomer moves like Leaf Blade and Disarming Voice. But yeah, I just figured Ash could get this Pokemon as a Smoliv, which is its earliest stage, and then evolve it into Dolive, and then Arbalva, and he could just treat. I feel like it would be given the same treatment as Ash's Torterra, or even like his Snivy, in like the later seasons, but that's just my opinion. I think Arbalva could also just be a strong Pokemon. Most of the Pokemon on this list, I'm giving Ash like strong Pokemon, but we don't want them all to be too OP. Like like how Gengar and Sirfetch'd were Ash's weak links to his Journeys team. So some of them gotta suck. The fifth pick for this main list is Garganact, which is a rock type that was introduced in the team. It's basically just the Paldean version of Gigalith or Stakataka. So that's pretty much it. But I think Ash would have this Pokemon on the team, and give it moves like Rock Polish, Salt Cure, Stone Edge, and then also give it Flash Cannon. But like I feel like it'd be treated like how his Bulldor was treated in Black and White, how it would have its moments, but then it would also like be weak at the same time. So it would be a 50-50 chance. There's nothing really to mention about this Pokemon, but then I would also have Ash give it the Rock type Terra Crystal to maybe boost its powers a bit. Who's that Pokemon? It's Armarouge. So, who's that Pokemon was actually a spoiler for our last slot pick for this team roster. Armarouge is our last Pokemon on the main list for Scarlet and Violet. And I just picked this Pokemon because it would it makes sense, especially with the fact that in the current part of Scarlet and Violet's anime right now, Horizons, one of the explorers has a Ceruledge, which is just an alternate evolution form for Armarouge. So it would be awesome. Plus, in my opinion, Armarouge, if Ash got it, would have the same treatment as Lucario and Greninja and Charizard and Infernape and Sceptile and Crocodile. So it would just it would just make sense to put it in there. I feel like it would get awesome movesets like Flamethrower, Armor Cannon, Flame Charge, possibly Mystic Fire, but definitely give it Psyshock, because that's what it gets when it evolves. But I feel like Armarouge would 100% be the Pokemon that would help Ash win the Paldea League. And it was just, I feel like Armarouge will 100% be a powerhouse in the anime besides Pokemon like Pikachu and Skeledirge. Those three are 100% on my rankings of being Ash's top tiers on the main list. So without further ado, let us make our way into Ash's reserves in and extra captures in Scarlet and Violet, starting with a Pokemon that I think is just a ripoff of other other Pokemon. This Pokemon is, of course, Cloth. Cloth is a Pokemon that I personally believe is just a recreational version of Krabby, Kingler, Clauncher, and Corphish. I honestly think this Pokemon was just created just because they were running out of ideas with their designs, so they wanted to make another crab Pokemon as if we didn't already have enough. They could have made a they could have made a like a regional an ecologically version of Krabby, but they decided to make this abomination. And but I only really put Cloth on this team because Ash has a track record with having two crab themed Pokemon, that being Kingler and Corphish. And it's just the fact that he has those two, it's a no brainer to give Ash a third crab. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, he doesn't have Clauncher. He was going to catch it, but Misty had to interfere like the bitch she can be sometimes. But I don't know. But in terms of like moves, I think Cloth could have just crappy moves like Rock Smash, Metal Claw, Crab Hammer. That's a good move, by the way, and just Stomp. So Cloth is 100% an L. So give it all the bad names you can give it. The second pick for Ash's reserved team is Palafin, the original version, not the superhero iteration of this Pokemon, which is a water type dolphin themed Pokemon introduced in the ninth generation. So, but I think Ash would definitely have this version because it just seems like something he would own. The other version just seems too goofy, so it would just make sense to give him a dolphin theme, like because it reminds me of Pokemon that he has like Tauros or Heracross or just what or even back to saying it Corphish because they were goofy, but I don't know. But I would just give it simpler moves like Water Gun, Aqua Jet, Flip Turn, and Aqua Tail. And I think this Pokemon will 100% have the same treatment as Buizel, Oshawott, and Dracovish because it being so small, I don't think it would have a great track record when it comes to wins. And before you say it, I know Buizel had good win stats, but that's besides the point. Palafin is one of those Pokemon I think Ash will have that's crappy, but without further ado, let's go to another powerhouse and our last pick of this list. The final Pokemon I've chosen to put on Ash's reserve team and his Paldean team all together is Annihilate. And Annihilate is a Pokemon that definitely deserves to be on this list because it evolves from Primeape and Ash caught Primeape in the original series in the Kanto saga, but then technically released it, giving it to some asshole Anthony, and we never saw it again. He could have brought it back in Journeys, like he saw all the other Pokemon he released over the years, but he kept it away from him. So it would definitely be worth the while to have Primeape return, only to evolve into Annihilape, or it's already an Annihilape when we meet it again, and Ash just gets it back. And it only works because Annihilape is, because it's been like technically 8 generations later now. The moves Annihilape could have learned by now is madness, because we have so many new ghost type moves and fighting type moves now that it could learn. I think it could get moves like Seismic Toss, Close Combat, Shadow Punch, and then a move it can learn after evolving from Primeape, Rage Fist. So Annihilape is 100% another powerhouse I think Ash could get, and then it would make up for losing it for so many years and without any contact, no phone calls. It didn't get the same treatment Ash gave Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or even Charizard. Fuck, even Gliscor got better treatment than Primeape. Like, God, man, like, this is why you never give your Pokemon to some shitty wrestlers. Like, don't do it, guys. If you're planning on giving your punching demon to some asshole you just met, run the other way and go now. So, without further ado, that is where we have ended the lists for Ash Ketchum's Paldean team. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Getting back out there, so stay tuned for future videos, and until next time, I'm Pokemon Master Ryan. Take care, guys, because I choose you. That is it. Bye, guys.